Nowadays you see that also the south of the Netherlands is Catholic and the north is Protestant. Flanders was in the 16th century smaller than we know it today.
Can we say it was a civil war?
So we lost most of the merchants, except the Spanish. They stayed here in Bruges. The north became independent, and we stayed under the reign of the Spanish government.
Tras las huellas españolas en los Países Bajos, nos desplazamos a Brujas, uno de los enclaves más importantes del siglo XVI. Una ciudad católica que permaneció leal al Imperio Español hasta 1714. ¿Cuál fue la relación entre Brujas y España? ¿Hubo una guerra civil? ¿Es Bélgica católica? ¿Se puede hablar de leyenda negra en Brujas? Hoy, desde el archivo local de Brujas, el jefe del archivo, Jan de Hont, nos adentrará en la historia común entre Brujas y España. En una sala contigua, una escultura de madera recuerda a Carlos V, secundado por sus abuelos, los reyes católicos, y por la otra parte, Maximiliano de Habsburgo y María de Borgoña. Los Habsburgo, Borgoña y España, una combinación perfecta para entender el legado hispánico en Brujas.
That's the point I mean, no? Because the majority of them, they were Catholics.
Yeah. And that's the reason that we are nowadays still more Catholic, and in the Netherlands they are Protestants. I have first some documents about the first visit of the Emperor Charles V, when the first time he went to Bruges when he was 15 years old. And that's what we called in Dutch een blijde intrede. So it was his first official visit, and the whole city, it was in April 1515, and the whole city was embellished and decorated to visit him. So we have two documents that register with all the public announcements that the city government made to the citizens, and there they announced that he will visit Bruges, and there is a lot of regulations that they're gonna take, and you have here a lot of explanation what will happen, what will they do. He will come from one side of the city, and through all the streets where he will come, there will be embellished, there will be scenes, there will be theaters and so on, to evoke the great history of Bruges and Flanders, that you can read here. We have also the yearly accounts of the city, where you can find all the costs they made for this visit. There's pages on 10 pages with all the dispenses they made to make it a great visit, and to make that Bruges is a loyal partner for the new emperor.
Did they spend a lot of money?
Yeah. There is a lot of money. Yeah. You can see amounts here. 135 pounds, 140 pounds. There are also a lot of dispenses they made. It's pages. These are all persons who are has to pay because they have to do something on those days. Pages and pages. So we have a lot of traces of his visit. In 1520 he made a second visit, and so we have also from that visit in 1520 of his visit here in Bruges. Another kind of, I have also two what we call charters, and that's with his seal of the Emperor Charles V. I will show you on here, and that's here. It's amendment of Charles V. Let's try that. That's a part of his seal in red wax, and where you can see him on his throne sitting. And here he gave, I should analyze it. Yeah, so here he announced that the English merchants may import their drapes, their textile. They have a privilege to coming to the Flanders with their textile, and they may trade in it. That it's yeah. Here you see his name, Charles.
Yeah,
and it's written in France.
And how many languages did he speak?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he has a whole administration. You can find documents in Latin, in French a lot, but we have also one in Dutch, but that's not written by him. It's by his administration. So there's also a beautiful document. Here you will see that the seal is not damaged. Here you see the seal nearly not damaged. Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah. And here you see it's written in Dutch, in Old Dutch or Old Flemish. But that it's written by his administration in Brussels.
Okay.
Then you see here some documents about the Spanish merchants in the 16th century. They were here already in the 15th century. But it's at the end of the 15th century, beginning of the 16th, Maximilian of Oostenrijk, he put the international traders like the Italians, the English merchants, he sent them to Antwerp. Yes, we were lost them, but the Spanish merchants were the only merchants of international merchants which stayed in Bruges, and they stayed here until the beginning of the 18th century. And we have a lot of documents of those nations. You can, and they are written in Spanish.
In Spanish.
So, yeah. Libro de Rétolos, Los Nación de España.
De la Nación de España.
Yeah. So these are beautiful written from 1515 until 1573. And that's about the trade they did here in Bruges, with ships who are coming to here, and you have a lot of documents about the trade between between Spain and Flanders.
It was a historical connection, no, between
Yeah.
Spain and Flanders.
Yeah. That is, I think that the arms of Castilla and Leon.
Castilla and Leon.
Yeah. We became a part of the territorial of the Emperor Charles V.